Hi guys, I'm Christina. I would love to see actually, if we can make one massive big impact in someone's life. If each one of us just do a little bit, just that little bit that we can, I think we can change someone's life, future actually. Dalene, it's a very dear friend of mine. Let me tell you about Dalene. Man, it would be so nice if we can help her. Dalene lives in Mossel Bay on the Garden Route of South Africa. She used to be a very normal, very active person, loving the outdoors, passionately going for everything. She was even a motorbiker too, just like me. Yes, she had a GS too. And her dream is to ride one day again. Man, she was such an inspiration to me and many others. And she still is. Actually now even more than ever. It's just that her life has been turned upside down about 12 years ago, when, in some mysterious way which the doctors can't explain to this day, she contracted something that made her lose the feeling in both her legs. Neuropathy, they call it. Peripheral neuropathy. An autoimmune disease, which is typical for diabetic. But Dalene is not a diabetic. Now, as I said, she didn't have feeling in her lower legs. So she didn't realize that at some point somewhere she broke her one foot. And she didn't feel it. Now this foot caused her so much problems. All of a sudden, she just had all these challenges with this foot. And it led to many operations. It led to all sorts of attempts to rescue this foot, leaving her on crutches for 3 years even. But eventually in 2016, her left leg had to be amputated just below the knee. Man. She received the prosthesis 6 months after that. And yeah, she actually adjusted amazingly to this new life of being differently abled, as she calls it. Not disabled, no, differently disabled, differently abled. And yeah, even though it surely must have involved many prayers and many tears, she continues to encourage others whenever she can. She's always full of hope, always full of encouragement. Aye, man. A financial crisis happened about 3 years ago, and Dalene could not afford the medical aid anymore, so she could not go for the much-needed maintenance of this prosthesis. Because you see, as this little stompy, this leg, settles, it gets smaller and smaller. So the socket fitting over it needs to be adjusted all the time, because otherwise it's fitting loose. It's not fitting tight to help her walk properly on it. Also, the knee sleeve and the knee liner needs to be replaced like every 6 months if you can. So long story short, this had an impact on the whole rest of her body, as many other parts now had to overcompensate for the fact that she's walking wrongly on this leg, because the prosthesis is so loose. So her other foot, her knee, her back, her hip, her neck, all of it is taking strain, causing her lots of pain and discomfort. And it's just getting worse and worse as time goes on. Now the big question, how can we help and support Dalene? Guys, if we can each throw in a $50, $100, $1,000, however many bucks you have to throw in, until we can get to 50,000 rand. Dalene can get this leg fixed, and the rest of her body can relax again and focus on the job that they are supposed to do. There's other amazing news. There's new technology out there that creates a 3D prosthesis with almost no risk of human error. And guess what, guys? The doctor that makes these, the prosthetist, I think you call him, guess what? Of all the places where his offices could be, they are right there in the area where Dalene lives. His practice is in George. It's just around the corner from her. So the moment we've raised 50,000 rand, she can go and see him and get this struggling leg back to life again. Then from next year, middle next year, 2021, the medical aid will accept claims for the treatment of this amputated leg again. But until then, any backing from us to help her with medical expenses will just be simply amazing. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for watching this video and for backing this buddy of mine. You are the best. I thank you from my heart. And I know if Dalene could, she would jump over the moon. Thank you, guys.